Welcome to Bullets and Brass. This is the after the range trip review, report, I don't know what to call it. I showed some shooting in the last video, and we talked about this in the video before that. So this is the, what do I think about the Primary Arms GLx 2, meaning 2X, now that I've shot it. And I think the answer is, I really like it. I think it is everything that a general purpose optic should be. It's small, it's light, it's durable. Nothing on here feels like it's going to break. It's nothing sticking out in a way that it's going to get snagged and beat on. And the GLX line has a history of being pretty tough. I'm really thinking this is going to be the optic to beat for this category. And I define this category as red dots through, you really want a 1 to 8 or 1 to 10 now, and you're probably going to run it mostly at the upper end. If you're mostly running it at the lower end, this is the optic. Those other scopes, you've got to have your eye more carefully positioned. Oh, I got to sneeze. Sorry, guys. The allergies are horrible, and the range was not so great for allergies today. It really is easy to use quickly. I'm not a fast shooter. I mean, you guys saw the funny video of me attempting to do some snapshots. I was still being careful about my shots. I was not. It wasn't center mass hit. It was no. I'm putting them in an area that's big, even on all the snapshots and the walking. Occasionally, the walking shots went high or low, but not by a lot. And it's a testament to how fast and how clearly you can see. Because with this, you've got a big enough field of view that you see your target coming, you're lining up, and the gun comes up into view, and you just line up and take the shot. You never really stop. It doesn't look like that in the video. It looks slow. But really, it was gun comes up, and as it comes on target, I'm taking the shot, and the shot is kind of freezing the gun. And occasionally I'd do one where I'd bring it up and I would wobble around until I got on target, but that was me, not the sight. The sight made it really easy to see where I was on the target. There's none of this, 4 mil dot covering a big chunk of the target. There's none of this small cone that you're looking through that is darker than the reality. When you look through this, it's almost brighter than reality. And one of the things I really liked was, now I can't do Bindon. Bindon just doesn't work for me. I'm very right eye dominant, very slight astigmatism, but mostly right eye dominant. And if I close my right eye, I can use my left eye just fine. But if I've got them both open, this is the eye. There's nothing going on over here, really. And what I do with something like this is I've got both eyes open, and I'm looking through the scope. And what I've got is just a little peripheral vision over here for the other eye. And it lets me have a good field of view awareness of what's going on. When I bring the rifle up, yeah, I'm focused through the scope. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm aiming at. But it isn't messing with my other eye to the point where I can't get that awareness. Now, it's not perfect. It's not what Bindon is supposed to be. Obviously, it's a whole different category. But I can't do it with a high power optic. I can't do it with even most 1 to 4s, unless they're at 1. When you're looking through this, you don't see this. You see the edge of it. But really, because of where your eye is and where the exit pupil is, mostly you're looking at glass. There's a solid black ring around it. It's not super thin like some scopes, but it's not super thick either. It's not bad at all. And you're only seeing the edge of the illumination ring. Unlike some optics, and this is one of my pet peeves with the rotary dial microdot which is why I haven't bought one. They block your view with these other things, these other knobs. I want my left and right view to be relatively unimpaired because I want to be able to look left and right, what's there, without having to take my eye away from the scope entirely. I just want to be able to look. This makes that really easy. You've got an awareness of what's going on around it and through it that really works well. Overall, this is going to be how this lives. I was debating whether I wanted to put this on a different rifle, if I wanted to put a micro dot on here, what I wanted to do. And this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted on this rifle. This is how it's going to live. I don't have any qualms about them. They work. They do the job. They are worth more than what you pay. And unless you really abuse your stuff and it has to work, I don't see the problem. I think that they are wonderful optics at a great price and meet or beat their competitors in that price point. Like I would compare this favorably to optics that cost twice as much. And I've got a few. I've played with a bunch of them. Most of them didn't impress me. Most of them had things that I was like, you know what? You can't see through it. You get to 2 or 3x and you can't see through it. The glass is wonderful at 1x. Great, that's not helpful. Or the battery kept running out. Or they were a pain in the ass to sight in. Or this or that. It was always something. Or just availability. You couldn't get them. You needed service. Oh, you're going to be shipping that across the country or across the world, and you might get it back in 6 months. Come on, really? These just work. Of all of us who got them recently, I only saw one person saying they had issues, and it was the illumination, not the rest of the scope. You know, shit happens. Theirs works, but when you turn it on, you get like 2 minutes, and then it shuts off and doesn't come back on. I mean, that's a circuit issue. They're going to replace it. That person's going to be all set. It's hard to beat. So, if you're looking for a general purpose optic for a preferably lightweight rifle like an AR-15, something better than iron sights, but you're not looking for long-range precision, this is the thing to beat right now, I think. Nothing's coming to mind, you know? Like, all the 1 to 8s, the 1 to 10s, they're filling a different niche. This is not that niche. This is, I was going to put a red dot, but maybe I was going to put a magnifier with it because the red dot isn't quite right, but I want the speed. This gives you the speed and the precision. So, not beat up the table here. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have fun. Stay safe, y'all. Keep shooting.